Model International Indian School, my colleague and principal, IISR School, Mr. Qazi, Principal International Indian School, Riyadh, International School, Mr. Rahmatullah, Member of School Management Committee, Dr. Dilshad Ahmed, Member of School Management Committee, Mr. Sultan Nazaruddin, officials from different schools, officials of Scouts movement, Scout, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I take this opportunity to welcome you all to this auspicious occasion when the induction ceremony of Scouts is being held in the Auditorium of International Indian School, Riyadh. All of you are present over here, either directly involved in the movement or you are giving support to your children to be a part of this movement. Almighty God does not have shortage of angels to worship Him. Still He created the human beings. Because the worship performed by human being, I believe, is completely different from the worship offered by the angels. One of the part of the worship that has been entrusted to the human being is Hukukul Ibad, right on one of others. The very objective of this Scout movement is to help yourself, to help your friends, to help your surrounding, to take care of the nature, to take care of all animals, to take care of all plants, to take care of the planet, Earth. It is a great movement. I find hardly there is any movement parallel to it. And a great point in this movement is there. We start, whether we are in India or we are in the United States or we are in Japan or Saudi Arabia, where we start our activity with a prayer to Almighty God. That's a great thing. Now, all of you are present over here, I believe, today are part of this divine mission, which has been shouldered on the Scout and the Guides. I'll not take much time before I leave the microphone. I take this opportunity once again, Mr. Qazi, after being awarded with the National Award in the first time that you are visiting this school, although we met in Jeddah, but I take this opportunity. Mr. Qazi is National Awardee for 2014-15. He has got all awards from CBSE. He is youngest among the principals in the Saudi Arabia. He is a beautiful, lovely and handsome man with his heart, with his appearance, with his mind. And he has been facing a great challenge where his head is in an institution. A lot of odds have come, but he has overcome all those odds with his capable administrative ability. Sir, you are welcome to this afternoon in this school. Thank you very much. God bless everyone and you.
Now, I would like to invite Mr. Light Chief Commissioner of Arts, Council and Rights, for the presidential address. Sir.
Distinguished guests, Dr. Saleh bin Dr. Hamad Ali Riyadh, Mr. Mansoor Abdullah, Chairman IISR Riyadh, Dr. Shaukat Parvez, Principal IISR Riyadh, Mr. A. Mashallah, General Manager BSG, Mr. Mahmoudullah, Principal, Mr. Sadiq Basi, Principal, Modern International School, all other dignitaries, commissioners, head of the institutions, principals, parents, scoutmasters, and dear scouts, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to everybody. I take this opportunity to convey my greetings to all of you who have assembled here to share their experience and perceptions on issues critical to the strengthening of Scout movement, especially Dr. Saleh and his colleagues. Your deliberations, I have no doubt, shall be of great value to the future of Scout movement in this country. My best wishes to all of you. As a voluntary educational movement to change the character of youth by inculcating in them the values of self-discipline, social service and patriotism, I believe scouting and guiding are truly peerless. Scouting is an international movement
and is the largest voluntary uniformed youth force in the world. The movement has spread to over 168 countries with 32 million scouts and 10 million members. As we are aware, the human society has made tremendous progress. However, certain sections of citizens of the world are engrossed with human weakness like selfishness, jealousy, violence, and terrorism. Therefore, selfless service of the trained and disciplined bands of scouts and guides from different walks of life are needed today to serve the community. Our aim is to bring up the next generation useful citizens with a wider outlook and thereby to develop goodwill and peace in the world. Bharat's golden days from its formative days to the present, the conversions of scouting and guiding have undergone many changes. It is a tribute to the strength of India's Scout Guide movement that the Bharat's golden gates have grown and is the third largest network in the world. Today, the Scout Guide movement in India has come a long way, ever expanding its reach and ever enriched its content. I would like to congratulate us adult leaders who have gone to enroll here as a commissioners and appreciate for their dedication through their effort where commitment has found its true value and meaning. Dear Scouts, you as Scouts are singularly fortunate to receive the early education and training which will equip you to cope with new emerging world optimism and confidence. Scout movement has truly prepared you to perform your future role and responsibilities. Our problems as a nation are many and varied. What is required is both an intellectual and moral awakening, which must occur in contrast of India's teeming millions. The youth must take upon themselves become willing instruments in serving those millions. I am glad that the Scout movement is preparing you for the task ahead. Today, youth in our country and indeed in the whole world is in a state of moral turmoil. Depletion of value has weakened in our social fabric. The Scout movement in such an atmosphere is a beacon of hope. I am glad that our movement has provided you with the physical, mental and intellectual and moral equipment to face the task ahead of you. As our founder says, I believe God has made this lowly world to be happy and enjoy life. Happiness does not come from being rich or merely from being successful in your career or by self-evidence. One step towards happiness is to make yourself healthy and strong while you are boy, so that you can be useful and so can enjoy life when you are a man. Scouting will help you to Be prepared, be happy, and stick to your promise, scout promise, always, even after you have ceased to be a boy. And God help you to do it. I wish you all an enjoyable scouting in your life. It has been my pleasure serving all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And here we are eagerly waiting for the speech from the chief guest, Dr. Salih bin Raja Al-Harbi. Sir.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سعادة المفوض العام للكشافة الهندية بالمملكة العربية السعودية، الفضلاء أعضاء مجلس الإدارة والمدارس الهندية بالمملكة العربية السعودية، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أصالة عن نفسي ونيابة عن زملائي المشاركون في حفل افتتاح المخيم الكشفي للمدارس الهندية، أعرب عن خالص الشكر والتقدير لدعوتنا لحضور هذا الحفل المنظم والرائع والجيد، والذي حقيقة يفتح مجالات كبيرة للتعاون بين الكشافة الهندية والكشافة السعودية. أصبحت الكشافة أحد القنوات الهامة والجيدة للتواصل ما بين الشعوب، سواء الشعوب العربية والإقليمية أو الشعوب العالمية ككل. وحقيقة وأنا أحضر هذا التجمع أجد أن المدرسة الهندية عموما والتعليم الهندي والكشافة الهندية لديهم الكثير من الخبرات التي نسعد أن نراها متمثلة بين طلاب كشافة المدارس الهندية من حسن التنظيم والإبداع والروعة. أجد أن هؤلاء الشباب وهؤلاء الفتية قد تجاوزوا أعمارهم فأصبحوا كبارا بفضل الممارسات الحياتية الجيدة التي يمارسونها أمامنا وبين عيوننا. أتمنى للشباب المشاركون والكشافة المشاركون في هذا المعسكر المتعة والفائدة والترويع عن النفس في هذه الأجواء الجميلة، وأتمنى أيضا لأعضاء مجلس الإدارة كل التوفيق وقيادة هذا المخيم في أن يحقق هذا المخيم أهدافه بإذن الله تعالى، وجمعية الكشافة العربية السعودية بكافة أرقامها على أتم الاستعداد للتعاون مع الكشافة الهندية سواء في الإمكانيات أو في القوى البشرية، فنحن مستعدون ومستفيدون أيضا من المشاركة والتقارب مع الكشافة الهندية. أكرر شكري وتقديري لكم على هذه الاستضافة وإتاحة الفرصة، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
Thank you, sir. And now we have the ceremonious induction ceremony, oath taking by the new office bearers of Bharat Scouts and Guides, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Governed by Mr. Light Ali Hayros, Chief Commissioner, Bharat Scouts and Guides. To please come and Mr. Light Ali Hayros. Commissioner Scouts.
I, Dr. S.M. Shaukat Parvez, is to swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and adherence to the Constitution, APRO of Bharat Scout and Guides as by law established, that I will afford the solidarity and integrity of Scout movement, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Commissioner Scout of Bharat Scout and Guides, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and that I will do the right to all matters of members in accordance with the Constitution, APRO, and love without fear or favor and affection.
Next, we have Training Commissioner Scouts.
I, swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution APRO of Bharat and States as by law established, that I will afford the solidarity and integrity of Scout movement. That is, I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Training Commissioner Scouts of Bharat and States, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and that I will do the right to all manner of members in accordance with the Constitution, APRO, and law without fear or favor and affection.
Next, I would like to invite the Organizing Commissioner Scouts, Shamir Babu, to please come and take the oath.
I, Shamir Babu, swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution APRO of Bharat Scouts and Guides as by law established. That I will afford the solidarity and integrity of Scout movement. That is, I will be faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Organizing Commissioner Scout of Bharat Scouts and Guides, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and that I will do the right of the manner, all the members in accordance with the Constitution APRO and the law without fear or favor and affection.
Let's go!
Next, may I invite Padmini Unaya, Organizing Commissioner Guides. Please, ma'am.
I, Padmini Unaya, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution, APRO of Bharat Scouts and Guides as by law established, that I will afford the solidarity and integrity of Scout movements. That I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Organizing Commissioner Guides of Bharat Scouts and Guides, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and that I will do the right to all manner of members in accordance with the Constitution, APRO, and law without fear or favor and affection.
Let's go!
Next, may I invite Assistant Organizing Commissioner Scouts, Ashokan K. Please, sir. I, Ashokan K, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and arrange the Constitution APRO of Bharat Scouts and Guides as by the law established. That I will afford the solidarity and integrity of the Scout movement, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Assistant Organizing Commissioner of Scouts by Scouts and Guides Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and that I will do the right to all manner and members in accordance with the Constitution and law without fear and favor and affection. Thank you.
Claps go.
Swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution, APRO, Bharat Scouts and Guides, as by law established. That I will afford the solidarity and integrity of Scout movements. That is, I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Quartermaster Headquarters of Bharat Scouts and Guides in Saudi Arabia, and that I will do the right to all manner of members in accordance with the Constitution, APRO and law without fear or favor and affection.
Claps go.
K.M. Ashraf, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and adhere to the Constitution of Bharat Scouts and Guides as by law established. That I will afford the solidarity and integrity of Scout movement. That I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Regional Commissioner West of Bharat Scouts and Guides, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and that I will do the right to all manner of members in accordance with the Constitution, APRO and law without fear or favor and affection.
Let's go!
I, Mr. Bino Matthew, to swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution APRO of Bharat Scouts and Guides as by law established, that I will afford the solidarity and integrity of Scout movement, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Secretary, as Treasurer of Bharat Scouts and Guides, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and that I will do the right to all manner of members in accordance with the Constitution, APRO, and law without fear or favor and affection.
Let's go!
Next, I would like to invite Joint Secretary Shailesh to please come on the stage.
I, Shailesh to swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and adhere to the Constitution, APRO of Bharat Scouts and Guides as by law established, that I will uphold the solidarity and integrity of Scout movement, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Joint Secretary of Bharat Scouts and Guides, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and that I will do the right to all manners of members in accordance with the Constitution, APRO, and law without fear or favor and affection.
Let's go!
Assalamualaikum. I, Alpha Kazi, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution, APRO of Bharat Scout and Guide, as by law established, that I will avert the solidarity and integrity of the Scout movement, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Vice Secretary of Bharat Scout and Guide, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and that I will do the right of manner of members in accordance with the Constitution, APRO, and law without fear and favor and affection. Thank you.
Let's go.
We are indeed proud to have Mr. Kazi, Siddiq Kazi, Principal, Modern International School, IISR, with us. He has been the recipient of the National Teachers Award 2014-15. It is a prestigious award and we are happy that he is with us. We request our Chief Commissioner, Slaik Ali High Post, to honor him. And now I would request Mr. Kazi to please inspire us with his pearls of wisdom. Sir.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And good evening to one and all. Honorable and respected Chairman, IISR Dr. Shafi Ahmed, Honorable Dr. Hamad Al Yahya, the International Commissioner, Honorable Dr. Salah Al Harbi, Abu Faisal, Deputy Chief Commissioner, the Media Personality, GMP's Group, Mr. Ashraf, Principal, LHI, International Indian School, Riyadh, Dr. Shaukat Sahab, Manager of the different schools, Mr. Azuddin Sahab, the Financial Manager here, and the fellow key holders, the distinguished guests, family and friends, and of course my dear and beloved children. It is a distinct privilege and honor, and high honor for me to speak on this occasion, and especially on this inaugural induction ceremony. It is indeed a happy occasion for me to be present at this for you all. Your founder, Lord Baden-Powell, he said, scouting is a game with a purpose. And so like the games, scouting is fun. Yes, you agree, dear children? Scouting is fun. It makes the process of learning skills and values enjoyable. And those lessons helps you to learn to build your character. All elected members and newly elected members signifies that you have been elected to join a distinguished group who have demonstrated intellectual integrity, a broad range of academic interest, and outstanding academic accomplishment. Scout stands for the freedom of inquiry and speech. Yes, my dear children. Scouts stand for the freedom of inquiry and speech, disciplinary rigor, breadth of intellectual perspective, the cultivation of skill, of deliberation and ethical reflection, the pursuit of wisdom and the application of fruit of scholarship, and research in the practical life. What wonderful about Scout? Yes. Scout as a movement is that it builds a solid base of self-reliance, concern for others, and of course, respect for nature. And I believe that Scout has thrived around the world for almost hundreds of years because of this it speaks to us in a practical and human way. You have heard the citation you have read, and they have encapsulated in few words what must have been extraordinary experiences for the each recipient. Each and every one of you who has attended Lord Bettenscove's scheme of training for Scout and Girl Guides, it shows the character, health, strength, handicraft and skill and service to others. You must, your children please pay attention here, for you especially. Children, you must be the role model of thoughts, citizen open to different perspectives on the issues that challenge the society. When you are impatient, offer a model of patience. When you are intolerant, offer a model of tolerance. When you are disrespect, offer a mode of respect. Ask those around you to consider the different point of view and look for different points of view in your own life. Children, move outside the comfort zone to talk with people from diverse background, with diverse point of view. Be present here, now, wherever you are, be there and mindful of where you are. Truly see the world around you and don't take it for granted. Don't live your life tethered to an interest-based community while you ignore the very real community in which you truly make your home. Children, be mindful for the future because of, if you don't, you will be shaped by the future rather than shaped it by yourself. Last, live life fully and meaningfully, make difference in your life, in the life of others. I take this opportunity to thank one and all the guys and for the patient hearing, for the serving personality, inshallah, and a deep appreciation for the professional dedication that given by Honorable Mr. Laik Ali Sahib, the Chief Commissioner of the Scout. I forgot it in the beginning. A warm-hearted welcome to him. Because of him, I am present here. The love which he has given to me, the accolades and appreciation, hats off to Mr. Honorable Laik Ali Sahib, Chief Commissioner of Scout. And thanks for giving the felicitation, sir, with due regard and respect. Thanks to the management team and above all, Dr. Shankar. I have no absolutely enough to express my gratitude. Thank you all, and my best wishes to all the team, the group leaders, the elected members. I pray to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah give you good health, prosperity, life, tidings, longevity, with a lot of happiness to you, to your family and progeny. Ameen. Thank you.
Let's go!
Thank you, Mr. President. Now, I would like to experience which each one of us would have loved to have. Anyway, I'd like to request Master Rizvi Salman to please come on the stage as he has to felicitate. Master Rizvi Salman.
Member Managing Committee, International School, Riyadh, Professor Dr. Dilshad, Mr. Sultan Nazruddin, the dignitaries and the dais, the officials, the invitees, and my dear students. I welcome you all with greeting. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Scout is one of the largest and most prominent value-based youth development organization. I feel when any movement which is good for humans and humanity surfaces and takes a momentum in leaps and bounds and stay for long, if not forever. One such moment is the Scout. It was started on 24th January 1908 by Robert Baden-Powell. Since then, it has spread around the world to over 26 countries and territories. As the chairman, like Ali said, there are over 32 million scouts and guides in the world at present. Scout provide a program for young people that builds character, trains them as to be the responsible citizens, and develops personal fitness. by combining educational activities and lifelong values with fun. Over a century of experience of Scout, helping youth in building a more conscious, responsible and productive society. For the past 2 years, when I am in the managing committee, I attended 2 camps in Riyadh. When I am going through the programs for the past 4 days, I saw a lot of programs like meditation, adventure, and many fun activities. And one among them, I was surprised to see monkey crawling. Who got the first prize in this monkey crawling? Very good, fantastic. It's a lifetime experience by attending the camporee. You can develop many friends. It will be unique. By taking the experience of this camporee, you can become very good citizens. Who knows? One among you will be the future president or prime minister of our great country. I have seen the camporee. I request the international chairman, like Ali, of Bharat Scouts, and also Dr. Anwar Abdullah Lagut of Saudi Scouts, to go for a jamboree in Riyadh. Hope both of you coordinate and arrange for a jamboree in Riyadh, which we like to witness before we leave Riyadh. I thank the organizers, the officials who have given me this opportunity to be among you in this great evening. I thank you very much.
Claps, go!
Thank you, sir. And now I would like to invite Mr. A. Ashraf, General Manager, previous group of schools, to say a few words.
Dear Scouts, please stand up. Scouts, attention! Stand up, please. Attention! Stand up, please. Please keep silent. Sit down.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين إن أريد إلا الإصلاح ما استطعت وما توفيقي إلا بالله عليه توكلت وإليه أنيب رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Respected leaders of National Scouts Organization of Saudi Arabia, the principal and managing committee members of International Teen School Riyadh, Chief Commissioner of Bharat Scouts and Guides, Saudi Arabia, Mr. Laikali Hydros, respected principals, Scout, Masters and Guide Captains, and my dearest children, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I thank Almighty Allah for this wonderful gathering. Scouts and Guides, movement indeed, prepares all of us in the path of God, in His service, by serving humanity. I have two requests to make. One is to the school principals and the teachers to give awareness and information to the parents regarding the importance CBSE is giving to the co-scholastic program of Scouts and Guides. It is an important component of the comprehensive and continuous evaluation by CBSE, and our children are going to benefit from the grades they are going to get because of their participation in Scouts and Guides. This is besides the experiential learning they are going to get by taking part in Scout activities. My second request is to the leaders of National Scouts Organization. I have raised it many times. We have Mr. Rizvi Salman, who participated in World Jamboree, where he was there with 42,000 Scouts and Guides. 42,000 Scouts and Guides. But we have a bigger Jamboree taking place every year in this holy land, in the holy land of Makkah. I would request the leaders of Saudi Scouts organization to help our Scouts to be a part of the services of Hujjaj, the Hajj pilgrims who are coming every year for the Hajj pilgrimage. It will be the biggest experience of a lifetime they will be having through their participation in Scout activities. Inshallah, they will try their level best. That is what they have promised. And I also request the Chief Commissioner, Bharat Scouts and Guides, to follow up with them and to ensure that our Scouts take part as volunteers in Hajj pilgrimage. I thank all of you once again, and especially thank Dr. Shaukat Parvez and the Managing Committee of International Indian School, Riyadh, for having so graciously hosted the Scouts and Guides annual induction ceremony today. And I am sure their leadership will help all the other 10 schools in Saudi Arabia who are the registered organizations in Bharat Scouts and Guides to go a long way forward. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم.
As we come to the end of the formal proceedings, I would like to invite Vinod Matthew, Secretary Bharat Scouts and Guides, to propose the formal vote of thanks.
Respected chief guests, guests of honor, principals, managers, parents, teachers, adult leaders, and my dear scouts, a very good evening to one and all. Scouting is all about building confidence, self-esteem, important life skills, and leadership skills. Being a scout, they will learn how to make smart decisions and how to be prepared to help your family and community in times of emergency. All this important work is done with a spirit of having fun, meeting new challenges, and making great friends. The mission of Scouting is to contribute to the education of young people through a value system based on the Scout promise and law, to help to build a better world where people are self-fulfilled as individuals and play a constructive role in society. Scouting is fun with a purpose, directed towards helping boys and girls become happy and useful citizens. So my dear scouts, we expect you all to do this scouting with a complete spirit. Thank you. Now,
The duty assigned to me is to say the word of thanks. First, let me say the heartfelt thanks to the chief guest of today's ceremony, Dr. Salah bin Raja Al-Harbi, Secretary General, Saudi Arabian Scout Association. Thank you, sir, for your valuable presence for this ceremony. Next, let me say the heartfelt thanks to the guest of honor, Hamad Al-Ehia, International Commissioner, Scouts. Thank you, sir, for your valuable presence. Next, let me say the heartfelt thanks to Mr. Abdullah Mansour, Commissioner, Saudi Scout Association's Media KSA. And he is always present every day in the Cambori site also. We thank you, sir. And now, let me thank Dr. Shaukat Parvez, the Principal and Head of the Institution of International Indian School, Riyadh, and newly appointed as the Commissioner of Scouts in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So when we asked for a venue, sir was ready to accept this and give this venue as venue for our function. Thank you, sir. And let me thank Mr. Laikali Albros, the man behind all these programs, the Chief Commissioner of Bharat Scouts and Guides KSA. So he is working for day and night for making this Cambori a successful one. Thank you, sir. Now, let me thank all the principals, all the managers, all the adult leaders, vice principals, scouts and guides from various schools of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And special thanks to the parents, those who are sending their children for a different place for 5 days camp. And I proudly say, this is the first time Bharat Scouts and Guides KSA organizing a 5 days camp in the kingdom. So I thank each one of you for your presence here. And a special thanks to the International Indian School admin team and the other schools admin team and the drivers and the others for helping us to make this success even a grand success. And my special thanks to the media people and the food, the hotel people, those who are serving the food deliciously to our campsite from last 3 days. And let me thank, because without saying a thanks to this person, it is incomplete. Because he is, till today, before 1 hour, he was just for a member of Bharat Scouts and Guides KSA, but he is the man behind to arrange all the logistics and other support, none other than the present organizing commissioner, that is Mr. Shamir Babu. Thank you, Mr. Shamir, for helping and doing all this wonderful job for our children. So now let me conclude with saying thanks to each one of you. Once again, thank you.
We have come to the end of the formal proceedings. I will request the guests to please take your seat down stage because we have a 10 minutes cultural fiesta.
தத்தோடகதாம் தாம் 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 தீம் 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 தகதோடங்க தக்குத்தா தெய் தத்தோடகதாம் தாம் 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 தீம் 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 தகதோடங்க தக்குத்தா தெய் தத்தோடகதாம் தாம் 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 தீம் 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 தகதோடங்க தக்குத்தா Digudaga digudo hastanga digudaga digudo hastanga tagatong takatiku tagatom tagatam tom di odikku takatagatom tagadam tom de tam 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 dim 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 tagadom danga takutta tei பூதநாயகனால் வேதமும் பொருள்களும் அருளே பொங்கடல் உருகும் பூதநாயகன் நாள் வேதமும் பொருள்களும் அருளே அங்கையர் கண்ணீதனோடு அமட அங்கையர் கண்ணீதனோடு அமட ஆலவயவதும் இத்துபே ஆலவயவதும் இதுவே அங்கையர் கண்ணீதனோடு அமட அகலவயவதும் இதுவே மங்கையர்க்கரசே மங்கையர்க்கரசி
Please be ready for the national anthems. Dear Scouts, please listen the Scouts and the adult leaders. Please make sure that all the children are coming with you to the cavalry side. I hope the buses are ready. So please take them by count and be safe to reach to cavalry side.